All right, what is happening, everybody, on January 26, 2026? What's happening, Michelle? Hey, you girl. Sal Lion. F Fox in the house. I saw Carlton earlier. What's up, Carlton? How you doing, brother? And then we got Nancy, welcome, joining over on the Substack. Michael of mankinder.net. What is happening, brother? Punish Biscuits! He has joined. HMD71, what's up? Anthony Phillips, hello, hello, hello. Seems nobody is joining the YouTube, so it is what it is. I kind of sprung this one. Oh, you want some of that action? You want some of that? Only because Biscuits is asking for it. Yeah, checking in with everybody. Is everybody doing all right? Man, it's been freezing as cold here, like everywhere else. What is up? Written 365. And Charlotte, welcome, welcome, welcome. I know I kind of sprung this one, but I thought, yeah, I'm going to do it. Last night we were thinking about doing a surprise live. So Sabrina and Chris of the 6-7 podcast. And then I found out Sabrina took a nap and Chris was out with his kids sledding. So it didn't happen. So hopefully we'll get one of those going here pretty soon. But so thankfully where they're at, it's not so horrible that they can't enjoy some of the weather, and the kids hopefully having some fun sledding. But I hope you all are doing well, and I know it's crazy across the country. I haven't paid really close attention to the Minneapolis stuff. I've just been seeing bits and pieces here and there. I think Hillbilly Heart did a live, Liz did last night, and was talking about it. She said she's got fatigue from it. So we'll see what happens. If I titled this one Naughty Ninja Coffee Pranks and Viewer Choice because I figured I got now some people have probably seen this prank, but it is probably one of the most, if not the most epic coffee shop prank that's ever been pulled. A little scary, but also kind of funny, but also could cause us to have a really good discussion about it. And then just whatever anybody wants to talk to. I know there's some stuff out there. I don't necessarily want to get into some areas because I don't want to give attention to it so much, but I am open to having discussions with my community. That's what this has been all about. Transparency as much as possible. Speaking of Hillbilly Heart, thank you, Hillbilly Heart, for my new gift. So what I ordered, so it was my mom's birthday not that long ago, the other day, and I ordered her one of the tanned beaver hide hats to keep her warm, and because it's like old school, old fashioned, like something that she grew up with like the coon hats and stuff like that. And so I got her one of those, and she was super stoked. And Hillbilly Heart threw this in for free, and I am like extra special because apparently this is like an extra special gift, and I got one, and I am so thankful. Liz of Hillbilly Heart and their Etsy store is amazing. I still eventually want to get Kiss My Butt Frog, but I think a lot of those are back ordered because like everybody wants them. Yes, a mad kitty. It's a kitty. I think it's a kitty. I dropped it, but it's a kitty, right? And so anyways, yeah, speaking on that, so it's been like trying to keep the feral cats outside. Don't fall on me. That has been the chore, is keeping the cats outside okay. And I got to give it to my dad. He pretty much saved all those feral cats by building the kitty mansion. And then we also have like made in China indoor garden kind of a thing, just like a freaking makeshift, not insulated at all, but they put a lot of bedding down in there. So we have bedding or beds in there that we, plant the vegetables. And we laid a bunch of, I can't remember what they named it, but it has like a bunch of heating qualities to it that my mom put together, and they put that down there. And I think all the kitties are at least in a place where there's not snow, and they're because some of them don't like staying up close to the house. But then there's some of them that'll stay in the kitty mansion, and if they're all huddled in there, we've got little stuff in there for them to stay warm. So they seem to be doing all right. We just had this influx of like thousands of blackbirds show up. So the feral cats have been catching blackbirds and eating them. There's plenty of them, But every once in a while I look out there and the little bus will be shaking and they'll just be watching like the bird feeder or whatever. And we got a bird feeder far away from the feral cats, but we got one that's kind of close by where they're at, and it hadn't been a problem. But there's so many of them that it's like they catching them and they eating them. So like they feral as shit. So it is what it is. What is up, Jackie? I think that's how you'd say that, but welcome. Yes, people over on the YouTube, you're here. Somebody on the YouTube likes me. And then Kim Lansing, thank you. How long will it be? They say our towns can already make out individual voices. 15, Incest, no, New Hampshire. You're in the state of New Hampshire. Kind of wild. Make out individual voices. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're getting into the biodigital conversion stuff, but yeah, with the Ring doorbells, the Alexas, the smartphones. Smartphone is what I use for my camera when I'm doing this. My laptop, our televisions, they've got us pretty much pegged no matter where you go. Even if you were to get rid of all that stuff and you were to go out in the woods and freaking be butt naked or whatever you think, you'd have to do to get away from it. Oh man, they got satellites and drones. They could, if they wanted to, they could fucking peg your ass. And now, eventually, when I get Sabrina on again, we'll talk about it. But they did that. They passed that spending bill, which, if you start looking into what was all involved in that spending bill, it's horrific. But it also involves the ability for them to now shut off your car if they deem it necessary, say for whatever purposes. You know what they say. They say it's for people's safety and if people are driving erratic, but no, it'll be whatever they want to do. It's like the Patriot Act and some of these things. And then the Minneapolis thing, I'm just waiting, man. I've just been kind of waiting for this Insurrection Act to get signed because I think it's happening. Happening soon. Coming to a city near you. Military and National Guard. It'll become normalized. We'll probably start seeing drones flying around for extra surveillance. And Mega and the Q-tards are just like, yes, it's the precipice, it's happening, and here we go. There you go. Yep, that's what it'll be. So, it's getting a little wild. I haven't paid a whole lot of close attention to that whole thing, but oh man, you got some hot coffee? So I had some hot coffee, and then while I was putting this together, because I put a little extra, I don't know what brand it was called. But it was like a cold coffee, to cool it off a little bit, but it had that extra kick, a little extra firepower in it. Now my coffee's like warm. Oh well, it is what it is. Coffee! Love it. Yeah, that's what we're looking at, right? Okay, so this, if you guys want to get into that area, I can, but I'm getting so many people complaining about me even giving it any attention that I'm not. I mean, I'll answer whatever questions you have. I'm not hiding anything. That more recent video that Mike put out was pure garbage and nothing but lies. And if people can't see through it, I don't know what to tell you. So anyways, Michelle says, I commented on Mike's new video. I says I will not be watching his video, and I find it shady. He deleted your comments, and I find it shady how Michelle deleted all videos she did with Mike. Yeah, so Mike is deleting all my comments that I put in there. And like, I only blocked him for the Biscuits show, and that he's using that as an excuse not to go live with me, saying that he challenged me and I didn't do it. But it's just like, you're gonna come in like he did it on purpose. He came in on a show that he likely wasn't gonna get on, just so that he could say that I was a coward or something. So it's dumb. But he's deleting comments over there, and I've allowed him back. He's commenting on videos. He's like, I pegged you. I'm never wrong. Whatever, bro. Guy's losing his freaking mind. Now I left him for dead over in Arizona. My parents have donated hundreds of dollars to Mike. Not anymore. But I had nothing to do with any of that over there, and I told them he could go live at any moment on Telegram. He could do a live X Space on X, and I think Stacy has stopped him from being able to do a lot of those things because Mike gets intimidated by tech, and but he could totally just easily do it. A couple clicks of a button, but Stacy, I think, is part of the problem, but it is what it is. What's up from Scotland? Scotland! You fought, bastard? Not you, just, making stupid jokes. Yeah, national security, my butt. Exactly. It's the surveillance state coming in. I haven't paid any attention to Bongino, but I hope that he's getting his ass chewed non-stop now that he's come back. But they probably are censoring a lot of those people from being able to say that stuff to try to make it look good. I don't know. There's so many people that watch his show. I don't know how they do that. It is shady. Mike's pulling a bunch of shady stuff, and he still won't admit that that video was a year old, even though Stacy did throw that out there. But then he says, no, it's still in the window. In what window? That was fucking over a year ago. I'm connected to Michelle Moore and all these. I brought Ultard in. I brought Ultra to get him. Fucking destroyed Ultra. As soon as Ultra flipped, I destroyed that fool. And where is he? Nowhere to be found. Pressing shirts, doing what he's told by his wife. He good for him for listening to his wife, but I like to tease him because I'm a man. It is what it is. Oh, and thank you once again to Veronica Rabbit, fueled by Jesus and coffee. And let's be honest, swear jars. I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it toned down though. But you guys can ask me whatever you want. And Mike is shady. It's I got some funny videos if we want to play them, but I've been sharing them in the Telegram chat. I'm just trying not to give too much attention to it because people don't want me to get into attention. But then at the end of that video, he threw another shot at Sabrina, and that was about what it's like. You're just doing that to piss me off. They threw another shot at Sabrina. It's ridiculous. But anyways, Sabrina doesn't have to defend herself either. If you see this, Sabrina, forget I said that. I'm not trying to get Sabrina all fired up. She's doing some healing work and stuff down with Chris, it sounds like. What's up, Flora? Too many names. Yes, I'm catching people that come over to my channel and spend time on my channel over on the comments on Mike's videos, and then they come over here and act like everything's cool when you've just trashed me and talk shit. It's so fucking weird, man. I've opened every door exactly, and I wanted to do. I told him I still was telling him like some of the comments that he's deleted. I've saved them all, and I'm not going to get into a bunch of that. Like I said, I am open and transparent. That's what I can offer you. I can offer you as much as possible the honesty of my life. And now he's claiming that I have like I'm on freaking Medicaid, man. I am not making hardly any money, and I am allowed to afford to be able to do this because of the donations that you guys are offering, and then I give other people a platform. I had somebody come on the Booma stream this last one in the comment section and be like, "What is the point of this?" And I was just like, deleted, muted forever. It's like if you're gonna be so stupid to ask stupid questions like that. And then when people come in with stupid stuff, I'm just going to start freaking. And I've never been this kind of person, but I'm so sick of it. And I'm all for free speech. But some people I think are just bots and trolls, and they're just doing stupid shit. So I don't trust it. So when I hear you coming in and saying, what's the point of me allowing other people in the community to come on and talk and share? What the fuck? What kind of question is that? You're fucking retarded. Boop! You're gone. What's going on, Fox? You all right? Too much coffee? Yeah, he talking some shit, man. I don't know. I think he knew that we weren't gonna allow him on because you were on, and it was his excuse to basically say that I'm a coward. And he was saying Biscuits don't want nothing to do with this truth. Damn right. Just because Biscuits was trying to be nice to him, and I'm still in some ways just. I mean, I don't have to be nice to him anymore with what he's slandering my name with, but I'm in some ways I'm really sad for Mike. I think that he's just been doing this way too damn long, and he's paranoid and he's by himself with his own thoughts, and in a situation where he's been fearing for his life for so long. But I have never agreed that Michelle wanted him murdered. He could have been taken out easily, and he could be taken out still at any time. And I'll never agree that he's like dodging all the biodigital convergence abilities for them to zone in on anybody they want. They've got him so freaking. He has no influence, and his Pandora's box at this point. I was hopeful when he was on Michelle Moore's show in the sense that he was getting hundreds of thousands of views. He has no influence anymore, and he thinks that he actually is the one that got Trump into office. Like, thanks, Mike. Fuck Trump. I'm not helping him fucking save Trump. Now he thinks that Trump's going to go after Flynn and all the Flynn-tards, and he's saying that I'm part of Flynn now and that we're all going to be arrested. So how long is it going to take for people to realize that's not going to happen and that I'm not going to get arrested? And as I continue to just do this and be as transparent as possible, how long are people going to continue to believe those lies? What shall we say? I can't comment. It's a matter. Yes, I can't comment. It's a matter of national security. Honestly, it is him who looks badly to me. Like, why didn't he talk to you personally? He has to make a video talking smack. Yeah, he never, like, all of a sudden, I just woke up one morning, what was that, the January 19th? I only remember that because the video previously was the 18th, I guess, and I didn't have time to watch it that evening. And then I wake up to everybody was telling me like, "Oh, D, you're gonna want to know," and like I got timestamps, and like Sabrina had already made like a 10-minute video, like just trashing him and telling him what she thinks. And I was just like, "Well, I better get some coffee in me and figure out what the fuck's going on." On the 13th, he was warning me about something that Patrick Mockridge was saying. Like Mike was not, he did not have me pegged. He was trying to be nice, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, whatever, I don't care." And I just like he kept putting like DMs. Kept sending DMs to me on X, and I just wasn't responding how he wanted. It was just like I don't like. I just was like I don't. I just don't care about Trump. I don't care about saving any of those assholes. I hope they all burn. It is what it is. Yeah, that sounds good. Coffee going down good. I'm not trying to help anybody anymore as far as like politicians. Definitely not helping Flynn, but I don't give a shit about Trump. I think if we got Trump, already said this again. I'll say it one more time. I think if Trump, we got him out of there. Because now it's Jack Smith. Jack Smith is just a fucking actor. That's all Jack Smith is. It's a fucking actor, just like they all are. But if they decide to impeach Trump and they get him out of there, I'll be like, Q can go suck it. You guys were all fucking fools, and we can at least end some of the bullshit. But I think Trump will do 4 years, and then we'll move on to the next shit show. Uh, Whatever it is, what it is, man. We got so much other stuff that we can talk about as far as the biodigital convergence and their ability now to shut off our cars. And anybody that has like an older than I think it's 2005 when we looked it up. Any car before 2005 doesn't have the same computer systems in them, and it varies depending on the vehicle. But the insurance, I think even Christopher's Corner was talking about how he's having a hard time insuring the vehicle that he has because it's an older one. The insurance they're gonna stop covering those kinds of cars. The older vehicles that do not have the computer systems that they need to shut down vehicles, they're gonna stop covering them, and then slowly but surely, that's the kind of shit that we're trying to warn about. That's the kind of shit we should be pushing back on. I don't give a fuck about Trump or Jack Smith or fucking any of these people. Alex Jones and Flynn, fuck them. Like I'll cover them just to clown them, but I've already they're exposed, man. They're changing their tune on all kinds of stupid shit. Yes, and once you're awake, you cannot go back. And now we're awake to like what they're really doing. It's just political theater on the top stages, and I don't want to be any part of that. Yeah, they all assholes in the club. Uh, Murray interview fake according to interviewee's estate. Yeah, there's questions about it, right? I just put out, so it's funny because everybody's freaking out about my interview with Space Force Chuck that I did a while ago, but I posted it on the YouTube. So people are crying and saying that I didn't push back on him hard enough, and I'm like, man, I'm having respect for the man. He's been nothing but kind to me, and I knew him for over a year, at least as far as our communications go. But they're just sporadic communications and stuff like that, and he didn't like some of the BS that was going on with the lies from people like Derek Johnson and some of them. But anyways, we had a cordial relationship as far as just sending stuff back and forth. And I had him on. I have nothing but respect. I will have, just like I had Solana on, and it's not like I necessarily even believe in reincarnation or some of these things. I don't know where I stand on aliens or what aliens really are. I could make the case that they are demons, but they're corporeal, so like they could be demonic entities. Like I don't know, or are there angelic aliens? I don't freaking know. But I have these conversations, and I'll allow somebody to speak what their point of view is. Now, if I had somebody on regularly, it's like even Biscuits and we've gotten into it just a little bit, and sometimes I get a little fucking crazy or whatnot, but I love Biscuits to the very end. And we've had our disagreements about a couple of things. But if I had someone on more regularly, I might push back a little harder. But when they come on, I have nothing but respect. I've even had respect for that Shaunanon Q-tard that ended up turning on me afterwards. I had respect towards DeFango, and I can't stand that fat little fucker at all anymore. So he can kiss my ass. He's teaming up with Mike online too a little bit. It's kind of interesting. I'm like, yes, bring them all. Bring all the people that I fucking hate. Bring Patrick Mockridge. Bring DeFango. Bring them all. I can't wait. Let's have a fucking roundtable. Me versus everybody. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to get to that point. But anyways, let's get back to the important stuff. Insurance companies are all criminal. It's crazy how their policies meta-regulate entire industries. Yes, and they're all in on this. This bill will definitely persuade them even more to continue with the plan. It's the same thing with medical insurances and all that shit. They will bow to the system, which I think is AI at this point, or has been, telling them exactly what they need to do and implement, and it's ridiculous. Can't stand Myron Gaines. When I first found out about that guy, I didn't even know who he was as far as like anybody talking about him, but I was just going through Rumble and seeing some of the lives that were going on, and I saw them. He has another gentleman on there. And all they were talking about is how a guy has to sleep with at least 50 women before he ever gets married. And it was like 20 some thousand people watching this thing. And they were just talking about how, I'm pretty sure, let me make sure it's Myron Gaines. I gotta make sure Myron Gaines. Just let me make sure it's the dude that I'm thinking of. For it. Yes, it is him, and some other guy that he has on his freaking podcast. I don't know his name, don't care. But anyways, the whole premise of the show was him and his buddy talking about how men have to sleep with at least 50 women before they can make up a decision to get married. And I was just like, so many people were watching it and commenting on it, and they take callers, and it was just like, oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, and it is my show, and I can't stand it when people tell me what to do, and it's always kind of been maybe it's my weakness, but it's also stubbornness, and it's so when people come on here and tell me like what to do, like just fucking leave, just leave. You either resonate with it or you don't, or you resonate with the Sabrina Wallace stuff that I share, and good for you. But even her, she gets all fired up about shit too. And it's just like there could be a video back to back, like the one where Sabrina Wallace like ripped Gil's ass and Stacy, and then I did a video. Mine got way less views on all the platforms. And anyway, Sabrina's very mad at that. Sometimes she'll throw around the bad words and stuff like that, and fill up her swear jar, and then I'll do one, and then it's like everybody's like, "Oh, Sabrina, you're amazing. You speak the truth, and we just love you." And then they'll come over to me and they're like, "You should really tone it down. You shouldn't have language like that. Like, why are you even giving these people energy?" And it's just like, what the fuck, man? Oh gosh, it's crazy. Yes. CIA, the Cat Intelligence Agency, and you are obstructing an operation of the utmost criticality to National Security Officer. Yes. Oh man. Mike came in and commented on the Cat Intelligence Agency video. He's like, "You're CIA. You're exactly what I say you are. I don't miss," or something like that. Oh god. But there are people that'll dare to come over and what's up? What's up, brother? Hey D, you're looking really healthy lately. How's the joints doing? That is where I'm at, like releasing some of more of the tension in the muscles and stuff like that. Some of the joints and whatnot, and then up through my spine and my neck. But I'm gonna get a massage on Wednesday, and it'll be the first massage in a while. I've had chiropractic work, but it'll be the first massage at this place, and so hopefully the ladies good, and we can work together well. The exchange of biofields, if you will. There's aspects of that going on, huh? I know exactly. Now that he's pegging me as Flynn CIA. He's only got Stacy left, and then everybody else. It's like he's just gonna go through his comments and be like, "You're CIA. I pegged you. Delete. You're CIA. You're CIA." delete. He's just gonna get down to the point where only people that love to be called retarded, and stupid, and idiots are gonna watch his show. And some people love that. Some people love being called stupid and being verbally abused. Oh gosh, if we could combine our swear jars, oh my gosh, we could just buy an island and then find a way to like deflect all of the biodigital conversions, which is impossible. But the idea of being able to afford the technology to be anti Golden Dome, anti technology would be awesome. I appreciate you, bro. It's good to see you. Um, Oh yeah, we can have a GIF war, whatever you call them. You would win that. F Fox would win that war. She's really good. And apparently we're all CIA. Yes, that's what it's going to become. Like everybody's CIA, you all suck. None of you helped Mike enough, and therefore you are all CIA. Everybody's CIA except Mike Gill. You're close, man. I wouldn't even give that. Yep, now Mike has that. He's probably watching this. Hi, Mike. Because you guys like just like Gene Decode obsessed with what I have to say. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm still connected to Michelle Moore. Some of the bullshit that you showed in that, man, like the whole thing with Grundall. She never said that Grundall talked to Wano7. You have now created a narrative where they talked about Planet Fitness. No, they were in the same location. That's all I heard. And you knew exactly about that meeting, Mike. And apparently, from what Michelle told me, she said that you stopped her from having an interview with Grundall because Grundall was going to come on. He had, met Anagos like one time and all this shit. Anyways, like the whole Planet Fitness thing, and now it's under the control of Anagos. But Mike Grundall was the original CEO of Planet Fitness. And the story that was there, and Michelle's just kind of like, it's not even that big of a deal. Apparently, Grundall was at some place, and Wano7 was also there. There was no talk of whether they even like spoke together or sat in the same table or how many people were there or anything. And now Mike Gill said they talked about Planet Fitness. What the fuck? If they did, then that was never conveyed to me. But now that because of that important information, I'm using that as blackmail, and I have information that I'm using to make money and leverage people. I don't fucking know. Whatever. We're going to get into the prank here pretty soon. Most of you have probably seen it by now. It is probably the most epic prank that has ever been pulled as far as coffee shops go. But we'll go ahead and watch it on here, and then we can talk about it, and then we can move on to viewer's choice. We can talk about whatever. If you guys have a link to something that you want to specifically talk about, I mean, I just... like I said, I didn't finish what I was saying earlier. Like the Space Force Chuck interview, I was respectful to him. People don't have to, if you believe in flat Earth, obviously that pissed you off. If you don't believe space is what they tell us, there's a firmament, you can't even go past it. That pissed you off. But now I just shared something that is allegedly Stanley Kubrick confessing to faking the moon landing. And so it was funny that I posted that right after the Space Force Chuck one, because I can have all these conversations and I leave it up to everybody else to decide, and then we can have these conversations and discussions. So if you want to have that discussion, fucking bring it. It's just ridiculous that people get triggered like little babies about stupid shit just because I'm nice to a guest, somebody that actively serves in the Space Force and is a major. It's crazy to me. Anyway, this is a viral telekinetic coffee shop surprise. And man, they did this. They did it. Let's check it out.
Small coffee.
Poppy seed bagel with butter.
$4.50. Oh my god!
That sucks. I'm sorry.
You just ruined all of my stuff.
Get some napkins, clean it up, it'll be fine.
Fine, there's coffee inside of my computer. You know what? Just get away from me. Just get away from me.
If you saw this and you weren't paying attention and you hadn't had all your coffee and all that shit, you know, oh god, this would be scary as heck.
Get out of my way! Oh my god! Just get away from me! Just get away from me! Oh my god! Holy
Oh, what the heck? They used it to promote Carrie. I didn't realize that. But what would make this ultimate is if Bill Murray came in his Ghostbuster costume. But the looks on these people's faces, this would be scary as shit because you're just not expecting it. And then all of a sudden, this woman appears to throw a guy up against the freaking wall. And it's got a cable that's attached to him. And then moves the chairs and throws books and shit. Like,
get away from me!
shit. Oh god. So hopefully YouTube doesn't block this video because of that. Sharing that. It's crazy what YouTube does as far as trying to block shit. So if you didn't get to see the video, then I'll good luck. You know, I think you saw the title of it and you can go look at it. But everybody's probably seen that. And if you haven't, that is like the ultimate prank that you could pull on somebody. A whole bunch of people. Some of them were actors, obviously, and they had it all set up. But it's like when I talk to like Solana and Sabrina and about the abilities that humans have, that's the question. You know, what do we really have this ability to like move shit with our hands or to like teleport or any of that kind of shit? And they've suppressed us. It's like yes, it's an older one, but it's the most ultimate prank in a coffee shop I think that you could ever pull off. Oh man, so what do we got going on over here? Some people. This is what Sam's capable of. Someone flirts with Booma. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, it perches on that edge, right? Oh my goodness. It was Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch. Knocked him right up the wall. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I can move stuff with my hands, yes. When they're touching the stuff that you're moving. I don't want to test you. I would never want to test you. Oh my gosh, I believe that you could do something like that if you really got pissed off. Pea shooters are very effective. I still want to see Margaret throwing the firecrackers at the squirrels and the raccoons. Not hitting them. We're not talking about hitting them. We're talking about the firecrackers that Margaret has, where they're getting they're getting in trouble outside of her house, and she throws them out the window at these things. I want to see that video. We'll make it go viral. That's the thing, right? That's what I was thinking when I came across that again, and I decided to include that in this coffee shop talk. Is the idea of what our biofields are capable of and what we can actually do with our fucking, I don't know what you'd even say, biofield powers. Oh goodness. We can all move things with our hands, right? Just like this. Ooh, I'm moving it with my hand right into my mouth. Bruce Lee was the shit. Seemed to be some kind of curse, as they call it, on the Bruce Lee family. Maybe Bruce Lee family was rebelling against the system. I don't know. They took out him and his son. Very strange circumstances. But yes. Okay, so I'm open to whatever. I mean, I don't know what I would I don't whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys have a link to something specific that you would like to share, then I'd be open to it. But like I said, I have stayed away from most of the Minneapolis stuff. I've just seen like the water tank gun that's gone in there and they've sent in the troops. What is it? Is it 2 people now that have been shot? Oh man. What I want is to like that's why I made this kind of silly because it was like Naughty Ninja pranks and trying to have some fun because it's crazy times. And so I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this one where it was like whoopee cushions and the Naughty Ninja laying out booby traps for people. People slipping on a banana can be funny, but most of the time not because people get seriously hurt. But this is the Naughty Ninja, and it's just cartoons, so it is what it is. So in cartoon world, slipping on a banana is child's play. I have never even tried, but I love the Karate Kid movie, and when he did that, that was awesome. Legend. Um, I don't think I watched the more recent Carrie movie that apparently that was also a promo for. So I'm guessing some of the budget for the actual movie was used to make that prank. So I guess that's why they had the ability to pull off a lot of that stuff. Where's Silver at, Christopher? I can look that up real quick. We're only a little naughty. We're yes, yes, yes. Sometimes really naughty. Yes. I really liked the movie The Crow too when I was younger, and then that whole thing that happened was very strange. Was it set up or was it a curse? Most likely set up, just like that prank was. But I don't know what they had on the Bruce Lee family. Silver spot price. Who do we look at? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there were so many of them. Where's the AI mode? Just tell me, AI. What is the silver spot price? My goodness. Oh my goodness! Is it really at 115.52? Show this on the screen. Wow, what? Oh, use Kitco? Well, I used AI. I mean, correct me if it's wrong. Not that I want to use AI, but it's like, fucking internet sucks. Here's the thing. Even if I didn't use AI mode, it's still using AI algorithms in order to bring up the population of what you search for. So, anyways. 115.52. Wow. It has popped again today. 14%. Are you serious? Is this real, Chris? Wow. And gold's at 5,100. That's what they're using to pacify a lot of people. And it makes the grifters look really good that got like even Phil Godlewski that got people into those things. I ended up buying like I mean I won't tell people how much I bought, but I bought a bunch of silver when I was still working and I was just getting into the deal right before I got let go from that addiction place that I was working at. Now I have all these years of addiction, and I don't know. It just came to me, but this is crazy with this spot price. But I have all these years of sobriety, and now Mike Gill is using gene decode and the fact that I was an addict, alcoholic against me. Like anybody that does that is a piece of shit, and that's why I have a problem with Mike. Like he goes to the depths of being way too far. Like it's one thing, like I obviously don't like being called Flynn CIA, but when you start doing personal attacks that are so vicious against somebody that you're full of shit on, but maybe he thinks that it's legit, personal attacks, like I never attacked, I don't know if Script Keeper ever really said that he had an addiction problem. But it's like I don't want to attack people like that. That's crazy to me. Anyways, oh shit. 116. Man, I'm glad I got myself a little silver. And I got physical in hand. I got a little bit in the fake stock market, but I don't have any money. So it's just like It's not even, it's like it doesn't really exist in there because it's not like it would ever make me anything, even if it boomed big time. Um, whoever bought a bunch of silver, help us buy that island. Oh, you forgot where you buried it. You better start digging holes. I don't know if you can even dig holes in the ground. I don't know where you're at, and I don't need to know. But how do you dig holes when the freaking ground is frozen? Some of these cats, man, we put their food out, like, and some of it's like, I guess Sheba. Sheba, I think is what it is. But anyways, it's got like a little bit of gravy in it, and if they don't eat it right away, it'll just freeze. It's crazy. I know, man. And then he called, and then he was. I don't want to bring up the Sabrina thing. I just like, it's just, he's trying to bait me into something. I don't know. I mean, maybe he just wants attention. I don't know how much attention he's gonna get. I freaking offered him my platform for him, and he came on, and we probably did bigger numbers than he ever does with just Crash alone. But I'll say it again. When and he's complaining about not having, not giving him the podcasting platform. At that time, I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna let Mike take over everything that I fucking do. Like, I am my own person. I've had, like I said, other people that have tried to be partnered. Ultra tried to pull this shit where he was like, share my videos on your platform. I'm like, no, I'll share what I make the decision. Sabrina never asked me to start sharing her videos. I started sharing them because I want the information out there. And then she has said it's cool. And she has helped, show me videos to post out on the other platforms she's not on. What's up, Andre? But anyways, like, I don't know how much, like, he's really what Mike's gonna get out of this. Like, I just don't get it. Like, is he gonna try to take down like some of my followers because there's a crossover because I pushed Mike Gill, like helped him like for a long time? Like, good, get rid of those people. I went over there and posted a comment. He probably already deleted it. It's funny how Mike's all of a sudden getting involved in his comment section when it was Crash before. But I went over there and I said, like, this is an awesome operation that you're running, Mike. I get to see all the freaking trolls and the liars and that are coming over and watching my videos and making comments. I'm gonna start deleting their asses. All you assholes that are going over there and talking shit and then coming over here and playing nice. I got you pegged. Thanks, Mike. Comments on Mike's last vid suggests he's stay away from Dorian and Crash. And Lonely Mike. Stacy's the next. Stacy's the next one. He's got to paint her as being this brilliant mastermind that made him believe that she was saving his life when she was actually the one that was. And this is just a narrative that I'm saying. Like, he's gonna have to bust out at some point when he wants more sympathy and he wants to play victim. All of a sudden, Crash was the mastermind that kept him from opening Pandora's box. And in some ways, I'll say, Crash has lied and said that he can't go on X Spaces with an iPad. iPad, iPhone, you can go on it with all of them. iOS, it works with them. That's a fucking lie. Straight up a lie. And he has a laptop. If you watch, and the only reason I know that is because at the end of the shows that I did with him, he closes the top of the laptop. Because he doesn't know what to do. So it's like, he's got a fucking laptop. Like, he can go on an X Space. You can do X Spaces. You motherfuckers are on X like all day, every day. It's crazy to me that you haven't done that. And then you got a Telegram group now. You got a damn website. We got a Telegram where you can go free, like a Zoom, and you can block anybody else from communicating, and you could just go on there and you could share a message, and then you'd have a video. And I told him, then you could download the video and upload it to Rumble. It's like, and then it's on me. Like, I left Mike Gill for dead. And if I left Mike Gill for dead, like, why didn't he say something about that, like, right away? It's all a narrative. It's all bullshit. It's a mic drop moment. There you go. I love it. Right. There's a lot of us that'll be kicking ourselves for all kinds of things. For not buying into certain stuff. But I definitely got into some of the silver early on when I was listening to all those knuckleheads. But that's the thing. They got us. The grifters get you with, now they're looking good with the gold and silver stuff. Who's that asshole Elliot that always goes on every platform, all the grifter network, and pushes their thing? Good for him, but yeah, get a metal detector. F Fox. Good for him, but at the same time, you don't need to buy it from them. Buy it in hand, man. Ooh, there you go. Here's somebody that has experience buying it. AppMex is who I buy from. I like it. But have it in hand, man. Finding a place that isn't going to rip you off is the key if you wanted to sell some. But Stacy has to know it, but she's helping him in a lot of ways. She came in and started getting chippy on JRM's videos, and I knew something was happening. I just didn't think it was going to come to the scale of it. And then, like I said, Mike Gill had reached out to me in a DM warning me about Patrick Mockridge on the 13th of January. And literally, like 5 days later, they do a hit piece on me saying that Mike said, I always knew. And he says that he came on my show and he told me to my face that he didn't trust me. I was like, yeah, but then we made up and then we did like 3 videos, bitch. Like, what the fuck? And then you think I'm scared of you? Like, fuck, dude. Not scared to fucking do that shit. I've been waiting for it. Not that, but I'm waiting for like one of these assholes to actually show up and talk. But the only thing with Mike is that he already told me how he does his bullshit, and you can see it. He just he fucking interrupts people, cuts them off so they can't think. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm not letting you play that game. You shit it out, man, or is that stuff that stays in you forever? Because if that Goldschlager like has like some ability to latch onto the body and stay within it like a heavy metal, there you go. We need to do some gold mining on the biscuits. If anybody can get their hands on them. Oh man. Yeah, people should start going through and using metal detectors everywhere, right? Christian 21 told everyone to throw their gold and silver into the river 2 years ago. That is something that dumbass would do. I hate when people ask me questions like, "What do you think of Christian 21?" I'm like, I think that guy and Ultra would get along really well because they both, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, they both got a couple screws loose that are, it's hard to tell what exactly is going on with them. Same thing with Gene. He's got some screws loose. Like, if you listen to him long enough, you just be like, there's something seriously wrong with this guy. And that's when I started to wake up, was when I started doing his video editing and listening to him all the time and hearing what he actually was saying, because he's like a gibberish kind of guy. And he, he'll change course like pew 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 pew. One topic, separate topic. Like, he'll be like all over the place. People think like he must be talking about something amazing because I don't understand it. No, he's fucking just out of his mind is what he is. When you sell precious metals, try to get as close to a metal refinery as you can. Oh, and experience in working in jewelry. Try to sell locally and know a little bit about the way the market works before you go. That's good advice. I like that. Solid advice from the community here on Coffee Shop Talk number 43 live. Did I get that right? Heck yes, I did. Yes! Thank you. Hey, you girl. She's got the knowledge. Punch has been spiked with style. What do you guys got? This is we're viewer choice. We talked about silver. Talked a little bit about the mic stuff. Didn't really want to, but if you have a specific question about that stupid fake and gay video that he put out, I will answer it. I'm not afraid of any question, and I feel like I have proven that. But here we are. Antique cars. I'm over on the Substack now. Antique cars are uninsurable. So can you just get passes for like when they do the parades and stuff? That'll be an interesting one. Maybe they'll start. What's up, Lizarachi? Maybe they're gonna start forcing people, even in the old cars, if you want to have it out there, they'll put like a modulator in it, and that'll be like your tracking device, and your it'll be connected to your engine, and it will operate in a way that monitors your driving, your speed limit, any erratic behavior. It's going to be interesting because, like, you'd be driving down the road and a deer jumps in the middle of the road and then you try to dodge it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you weren't here at the beginning of it. In the spending bill, they literally passed the rights for them to be able to I don't know fucking who's going to control this shit. Is it law enforcement that's going to enforce this stuff? I don't know who's gonna do it, but they already do have like safe driving for teenagers, and they'll put those things in it that monitor their speed limit. Anyways, however they're gonna do this, they want to be able to shut off cars. Now they already do something for people that drink and drive, where you have to blow into it. And a lot of my friends all had one of these at one point. Um, they have to, in order to start the car, you have to blow for a certain amount of time and make sure you don't have any alcohol in your system. And then you can turn the key. And then while you're driving, every like 15 minutes, and then it gets a little bit longer as if it's like a longer drive, you have to blow in this thing. And if you don't fucking blow into it, your engine will shut off and you'll have to pull over to the side of the road. So that's already in effect. So this modulator itself might just be a computer that monitors that. I think what's going to happen is it's not going to be people that do it. There'll be less cops pulling people over. It'll be more of you against the AI system. And then more people are going to have to learn how to fight this shit in the courts, which is going to suck. Because the courts are going to have now more money coming in and more people having to come in. And some people don't want to deal with the courts, so they'll just pay the fine, accept the ticket, and all that kind of shit. But you're going to end up now dealing with, you've seen it in movies. I think one that came to my mind was Demolition Man. I think that one was with Sylvester Stallone. Sandra Bullock was in it. Wesley Snipes was the bad guy, but he wakes up after being cryo frozen to take out Wesley Snipes, the bad guy character. And they have, the robots on the side of the road that are like, if you're cussing or you're spitting, they'll give you a ticket. And then they're going to have this in the vehicles. Anything that's a motor vehicle that's on the public transportation roads, you'll have a modulator, some kind of AI system that now you will be up against robotics, and they will shut your shit down. But how's it going to work if you're driving down the road, a deer gets in the way, and you swerve and fucking miss it? Does that count as a ding? Does it know that you were trying to avoid a deer? Everybody's going to have to get cameras. Like I think they already do this in Russia. Everybody's going to start having to get cameras everywhere on their car, and you're going to have to film 24/7. So some people already do that. I think even my niece is doing that now that she's driving. Just you do that for insurance purposes because some people will literally cause accidents and then try to get insurance money. Crazy bullshit. But you're going to have that video evidence, and then you're going to have to freaking submit it to the courts, and you're going to have to try to fight tickets for all kinds of stupid shit. And then if you don't do it or you don't comply, you're going to get shut the fuck down. They will literally and then what's going to happen? You see some of the Congress members act like they're arguing against it, but really they're just putting on a show as actors like all politicians are. They're all just prostitute actors. Anyways, they were talking about what happens in a situation like we have right now where there's a deep freeze going on across the country and somebody's car gets shut down. You're going to literally have them in an ice box so they can freeze to death if somebody doesn't stop and help them. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. And this is some of the stuff that we've been warning about when it comes to biodigital convergence. I don't give a fuck about saving Trump or any of these assholes. Mike Gill can do that all he wants and act like he actually has a part in what's happening in the political fucking arena, and he absolutely does not. And welcome, Sabrina! Radiating Heart, Sabrina, Synergy Wallace. What's up, Sabrina? How long have I been going? We're almost at an hour. We just showed probably the most epic coffee shop prank of all time. Yeah, you have to go back and watch that, and we'll have to have a discussion about some of that stuff. But we have so much that we need to get to. What's up, Clarity? What's happening? Were you guys all hanging out somewhere, and then you decided to come over and raid the stream? What's happening? We're talking, Sabrina. We were just talking about how they passed it in the Congress. That now they can, they're going to start working towards being able to shut people's car engines off. This is the stuff that we're warning about. This is the stuff that's important to tune into, instead of the political theater or the bullshit that's happening. All that's just distracting from the fact that now they're already listening to everything you say and monitoring it and recording it, and trigger words will send it up the algorithm and various reasons and things for them to, have red flags that'll get attached to various things that you say or do or your actions and whatnot. But now they're in your cars. In your cars. And who knows what's next? Yep. That's what's going on. So we'll have a more deeper conversation, I'm sure, at some point about that. But that would be a very important one to start talking about and highlighting once again. And the fact that they have such a hard time, they, as in the prostitutes that are calling themselves politicians, have such a hard time passing spending bills. Oh, they had no problem with this one. They gave more money to Israel. They gave all kinds of shit out to things that they should never be sending our money to. But it's just all fake. It's just all fake anymore. It's all fake and gay. That's just the way it is. It is gross. What's up, Mary? How are you doing? Um, I've heard good things. You're up against weather modification and the depletion of the soil and the aluminum and barium and lithium and bullshit that's being sprayed and going into the soil. We're up against everything. They don't want us to be able to grow our own food. They do not want us to grow our own food. That is another issue. But I'm happy you're here, Mary. And this is listener's choice. We've gone through the pranks. We're having a little bit of fun. Some whoopee cushions and some, some bananas. Banana peel slippage. Just funsies. 71 views, 21 likes. I have noticed that Rumble, you on Rumble, maybe you guys watch with a Roku TV and an Apple TV or something like that, and you can't push the like button. I get it. I'm not being an asshole. But Rumble sucks at putting likes. YouTube is really good at like pushing likes. It's interesting how much more likes videos will get on the YouTube, even if they get less views over there. People are more actively like pushing the like button. On Rumble, it's like a bunch of sourpusses or something that just don't want to even take the effort to push the like button. It's really weird. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the kill switch legislation is on track with locking people into their cognitive cities. And who knows, man? I mean, if it's a criminal, if they deem it to be a criminal like action, like you were speeding and fucking whatnot, they just shut your car down and lock the fucking doors. Maybe you're stuck in it until a fucking, well, it'll probably start off with humans, but eventually it'll be a robot like RoboCop fucking shit coming to get your ass and take you wherever, you know? Good old whoopee cushions, yes, I know, old school fun. Where you sneak that whoopee cushion in somewhere where someone's not paying attention, like at the dinner table or something like that, which is a really bad one because they get ready to sit down at a good meal and their knees might kick up, hit the table, and ruin the placement if you're not careful. But the good old whoopee cushions, man, those were kind of fun. And the cats are doing good. Like I said, man, I'd let them in here, but like I'm scared they're gonna pee, and like because I let them roam sometimes, and I gotta watch them. But they're getting so big so fast. Sad. I love them when they're just little tiny kittens because now they're getting ready to. They can't quite jump up on the regular. What am I thinking? I mean, they can jump up on a bunch of the shelves and some of the smaller tables. They can't quite make the full dinner table or the full counter yet in the kitchen, but they're getting there. And it's like, oh gosh. But they living their best life, even though they are always bored like teenagers, always bored. If they could watch iPads and stuff, they probably would, kind of a thing. CIA is way better at media than the DIA. There you go. Emergency hatches are a necessity. Yes, I love going live, even though it makes me a little nervous sometimes, but I love bringing everybody together. Yes, and the Mega and Q-tards are celebrating it. They have no idea what's really going on. They're celebrating it. So brainwashed, and some of them are operatives, of course. The drones are there to protect the autonomous systems, not people. Interesting. They'll probably say that they're protecting the people, but they'll be there all for the system, right? Trace, track, and targeting. I just put out a video of juxtaposition. Like I said, I haven't spoken of juxtaposition in a long time. Don't even need to, but some of the work that he does is excellent. Trace, track, and targeting. That is what is going on. It's awesome to see y'all here. No snow. It all melted as if nothing happened. Really? You already have snow melted? Man, we got like a foot and it's still here, but it's supposed to start warming up a little bit, you know, low 40s kind of thing. We're still in like really lower temperatures, 20s or 30s. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. What is with that guy? All of a sudden, he's popping up everywhere. Yeesh. Yeah, my body stuff has been up and down too. I don't know, man. More load balancing, I think. It's not ascension symptoms like fucking I heard for years. You just sit down and fart, huh? This is Raj. And what was that? I was on was that on someone else's? Was that on Hillbilly Hearts live? Where you were like, I'm the first one to come up with licking the fucking like button. Everybody needs to recognize. What is up? Greetings. So be it. So it is. I hope it's melting over there so Mama Spooks and such have an easier time. Yeah, I mean it's better. My it got snow blowed out, and so the walkways and stuff are fine. It's still freezing ass cold. We haven't seen Spooks or Big Mama for a day or two, but they've lived through snow, so I think they're doing all right. They'll show back up. But you missed it earlier. We've been having like thousands of blackbirds come through here, and they're all the feral cats are hunting, even though they're getting fed. But they just have that feral fucking cat in them, man. They love catching the birds and eating them. There's plenty of them though, so it's not like the blackbirds are endangered because they're fucking everywhere here. Some of them need to go down probably, and it'll teach them. Yep, Q-tards and Mega just screaming for that golden dome and their digital prison and their biodigital convergent prison. Sabrina, hopefully all the store shelves were emptied though. That's the important thing. Everybody preparing with toilet paper and all the necessities are gone out of the stores because the news got them to buy a shit ton of stuff out of fear. What's YouTube seems to be working all right, right? Everything's rocking and rolling over there. Haven't been taken down for any reason. That was weird that one time. Over on the Substack, American State National. Only U.S. citizens are in the slave status and can legally be traced and tracked. Guys, it's the real deal to correct your status to American and defy these bastards tracking. Deny these bastards. I don't think they care, but everybody has a take. I don't know. What else we got going on? Buried in a half-inch of ice in West Virginia. Ugh, I hate when the ice covers everything. Don't be driving unless you freaking got, you know what you're doing. Stay indoors, stay warm. What's up, Colin Wise? Wise, I said it right. You're not a burden. No. Yeah, that would be, some of the things. Like, I'm not a survivalist. People will probably know some that are out there that are doing a better job than I would ever be able to do. But I think that people really should start learning how to, the plant thing. Get used to your plants, and especially the stuff in your local area. You honestly should be able to tell a little bit more of the time just using the sun. Go back to old ways. Everybody should start getting sundials. Maybe I should create a Booma sundial. Freaking start selling those dang things out there, and people start learning how to tell time without digital technology and all that kind of shit. And then water and food always. Not like we're gonna try to be the Mormons that have fucking stockpiles, but it is what it is. I heard that biscuits weirdness just to get people to buy stuff. Yeah, just like they did that one time with the gas and they've done it multiple times with the toilet paper was the big one. Was that over COVID? And then they did the gas thing, and people were just putting it in plastic bags and then putting it in the trunk of their car. Like, damn, bro. Did anyone experience the weather perils that were being trumpeted across social media? Like what? How bad was it in some places that they were saying? What was it? I think it was Alessandro said that they had. He's over in Portugal. They had some kind of a twister. I don't know what he specifically called it. Like some crazy, like they don't get snow and that kind of weather there, but they have been. It's that crazy worldwide, not just in the States. Can I talk about load balancing? I need Sabrina to talk about load balancing. But load balancing, it's like with COVID and when I listen to like Chris of the 6-7 podcast and Sabrina and Juxta and these people explain it, like they are bringing us into their internet more and more, meaning this as the system increases and these data centers go up. This is my understanding, and Sabrina, if you're still here, you can chime in. But my understanding is that as the data centers and all that stuff roll out, the Golden Dome and all that shit here in America goes in, more and more of that current or whatever you want to call it, that system is going to be utilizing our biofields in order to increase their abilities, their internet. And so that you are going to be feeling like, whoa, sometimes, or you're like, I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about my family and stuff, but like my sister's going through some stuff, and it's like, I think it could be due to the flu vaccine, and then it could be due to load balancing, and it's like fucking scary. So, just in from work, brah. How are the Sharks? How's the weather over there, Colin? Is it affecting the where you work? That is the ultimate plan, especially over here in America, where we are a consumer society, where we consume like we're fucking parasites. We're filled with parasites, which might even be demons. Anybody have that conversation? Where parasites are actually little demons? And then therefore, like they, like if you have parasites, they'll be like tricking your brain to make you feel like you got to eat all the time. It's like with these feral cats and these cats that we have. We have to deworm, deparasite them because they will be hungry all the time. But it's really just the parasites tricking them to put more food in their body. Same thing with humans. I don't have any current plans. I think there's going to be a surprise. Be on your toes, Carl. And tell Hanny I said hi. Give her some pets. Yeah, with the poochies. Let's see what we have. I don't know what the conversation is about. Good King Henry was outlawed with the advent of industrial row crops. That is an interesting conversation, I'm sure. Scotland sucks. Is it fucking cold there? Is it horrible? Like, are you guys getting it really bad? Like, extreme stuff? Like, record-breaking bullshit? Like, it's crazy, man. They've done it all over the world, it seems. Or most of the world. Synthetic. Especially synthetic. Okay, what was that pertaining to? The load balancing? Synthetic shit that they're putting in the jabs and like putting them into more and more people, which will, even if you don't take them, affect everybody because our biofields are interacting. My doctor told me, doctors don't know shit about parasites. They don't even know nothing about none of that unless it got so out of hand, then maybe they would have something to treat it. But like, they don't know shit about parasites, assholes. Parasites are like, after all the millions and let's say billions and billions and billions that have gone into cancer research, no one's fighting parasites. Weird. But the football players they'll wear pink shoes every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I mean, that's what a parasite is, like a demon, right? It freaking lives off of a host. A demon possesses a human. Demon possesses fucking pigs in the Bible, like parasites possess things. And so some of these parasites could be literally lab created. I think a lot of the parasites like ticks have been weaponized and causing lots of things that the medical doctors have no idea really how to treat. And the testing for Lyme disease is 60% accuracy last I researched it. Horrible. Yes, give her some pets. Good old Poochie Hanny. Everything's all scam. Everything is fake and gay. That is the truth. There might be no one more fake and gay right now than Mike Gill, though. Just saying. I eat lots of sugar. I'll be so grumpy in prison between that and nicotine. I am trying to cut down on the sugar due to my thyroid situation that I have going on. And sugar feeds the parasites. Just so you know, biscuits. Not that you care. But the nicotine might actually be helping against the parasites. So there's that too. But I am not a health expert. No health advice. I don't know shit. Yes, parasites, man. They're involved in almost everything. Locked into the system. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's like NPC style. I got some of those in my family as well. It's sad. Yes, Lyme disease is horrific. And it's not just Lyme disease, there's other ones. I can't even remember the names of it. So my ex-wife got Lyme disease, and it really uprooted our whole situation. And that's its own whole story. Meeting with people. We met with one doctor and sat down, and we actually met with his wife, and she was really cool, and everything seemed fine. It was going to be $700 for the appointment to see this doctor, and he came in, and his story was that he had Lyme's and then recovered, and he sat down, and we literally sat there for maybe 20 minutes of this guy like just rambling on, and he had no coherent transition between what he was talking about, and I already was looking at him like, this is what could happen to somebody that has Lyme. Like, and this guy is treating people. This guy's mind has been eaten away. It was sad. It was like I wanted to cry, but at one point, finally, I just said, you know what? I don't feel. I just feel like we need to think about this a little bit more and get out of here. And like my wife at the time was so thankful because she was starting to freak out to think that this guy was going to help us, and he couldn't even have a coherent like conversation. It was it's fucking sad, man. You think you got a lot of parasites? I think that's part of my problem too. I think everybody has them, but I think that's part of some of the problems that a lot of us have. But I think that they're weaponized, man. I think it's part of what's going on. Oh, oh no, no weed. Getting a situation. No nicotine, no sugar, no weed. No. Yeah, whatever happened? Didn't we end up with like a bunch of we ended up with some land in Greenland, but we didn't get all of Greenland. And then the Falkland Islands now. Oh my gosh, they're just getting mineral rights to areas and being dickheads all over the world. Gee, I wonder why people hate us from all over the world, because we're still just a bunch of fucking assholes here in America. And we're allowing it to happen. But what can we do? They could shut us down like they could shut down cars. Oh gosh. Ooh, there you go. There's a little advice for you. Some brown sugar. Yeah, you might just be making yourself feel better. But that is brown sugar a little better. Stay away from white everything. White rice, white sugar. No bueno. I've heard that too. I have heard that too. I didn't hear the Cuba thing, but I've heard that the Lyme disease was a completely manufactured thing, and it's alleged that they created HIV. And it would be really, and Fauci was involved in that. Allegedly, in conspiracy space. I don't know nothing, YouTube. I'm just saying. And then being a basketball fan growing up, watching Magic Johnson retire because he had HIV, and now he still seems like he's living just as good as anybody else. Like, what's going on there? Something you want to tell us? What'll start a war? There's all kinds of things that could start a war. Is it taking away the sugar and nicotine and caffeine and all the good stuff and the weed? Yeah, that could start a war. Ooh. An orange a day keeps the cold away. There you go. There you go. I like it. Uh, what is this? 700. 700 what? $700 a what? What's happening over on the Substack? No demons, huh? Maybe shedding, right? Yes. Transmission. I don't know if the shedding is the right term. That the you'll get it in the truther movement that it's shedding, but I think it's more of a transmission thing. Biofield concurrence, biofield infection. That's I don't know. Nicotine is good. I think nicotine is good. I think it's just the other shit that they add to all the products to make it addictive. I wonder myself if nicotine itself is actually addictive. Nicotine is actually in certain foods, a certain amount, like a small amount. Like I think it's like in tomatoes and certain plants. Very small amount. But is nicotine actually addictive? I think it's the other shit that they add to it, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know nothing. Who am I? I'm just fueled by Jesus and coffee. No Veronica Rabbit in the chat today, though. That's sad. Mole asses. I like it. Sabrina agrees that she thinks that Lyme's was created. I think a lot of these things were created. And if they were created, they obviously have a cure. Because these asshats wouldn't release something that they couldn't cure themselves of or their family if they got it. Yes, I agree. I agree. What do we do about it? The crazy thing is that the conspiracy goes to the point where like they actually infect people with it, like purposefully. Like Eazy-E, for example. They gave it to him. And then for a while it seemed like a lot of black homosexuals were getting HIV. It's like, did they go to the clinic to get tested and ended up like getting given HIV on purpose, like targeted? Just throwing it out there in crazy conspiracy land. It's crazy we're talking about this on a coffee shop talk, but everything goes when it's, what did I call it? Viewer choice awards. I think that they were targeting people and they give it to certain people. HIV, that is. And then some of these things have been put into the parasites like Lyme disease in ticks. But it's not all ticks. Trillions into cancer research. I would agree. They have milked that one hard and they've come up with jack squat. They still love to give people chemotherapy, which also murders the good cells in the body. When people survive chemo and go into remission, like, it's a dang miracle. Like, you're a fighter. If you allowed them to murder the good in you and the bad, and you survive that shit, you're a freaking miracle. Like, you're an ass-kicking son of a you-know-what. Your time was not up. There we go. Christopher's on it. Shedding is actually molecular transfer. It's the biofield, man. Yes, Julio over on the Substack is saying Lyme was totally created. I agree. And it is a horrific thing if it really takes over the body. It'll, insomnia, make you psychological issues with anxiety, depression, all kinds of stuff was happening, man. Like take away your equilibrium. My wife was losing her balance. I helped her get as well as I possibly could. And before she actually came down with that, I already knew I had made the mistake because it was just not a good fit. But I was believing in Jesus Christ at the time and thought that that's what God wanted. And I wanted to stop having sex outside of marriage. And it was just a lot of stuff, man. I'm being real with you all, though, as much as I can. However, I was also still quite the alcoholic, and I was going through sobriety issues where I'd have times of sobriety, and then I'd get back into drinking. In sobriety, all the relationships, even though I have regrets and stuff that I've had to work through and amends I've had to make, some of them I can't make to them because it would actually be probably more traumatizing. But I have apologized to people, and I have to live with it. But I have my my part to play in the relationships going bad, but overall, where I'm at today, even being single, I am glad that I am not with any of the women that I had been with, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't a good fit. Ah, she's here. Stay safe. I don't know if the roads are icy where you're at, but right there, that's, thank you again, Veronica. My coffee cup is empty, and I do not know if we will have a live, but I'm hoping we can pull one off here pretty soon. If not, we'll do something else. I've been doing iodine through kelp. Is it? I got a kelp iodine supplement that I'm taking. We'll see if it helps my thyroid. Could always depend on Margaret for something funny, that's for sure. Yeah, they never cure anything. Like, why don't they just cure something to make it seem like because they can unleash a million different things, I'm sure, that they have in these biolabs. And now they're putting more biolabs in America. That's another thing that people aren't paying attention to because they're too caught up in the political theater. They're putting more biolabs in America now. There's talk about one that is actually the exact same people that funded and created Wuhan lab is coming over to do bad experiments here in America. Congratulations, America. We're retarded. Yes, cancer research is one of the industries in which sustaining failure at the stated mission is the best business model. Absolutely. And we talked about that on the Digital Dojo show, the Season of the Gong pilot episode. Those will happen every other Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central or whatnot. But anyways, a lot of great stuff. Biscuits dropped a lot of truth, and this is one of the things that we were talking about, where sometimes the best sustaining business model is one that fails. And this is an example of it. Cancer research and cancer treatment is one of those. You guys are great. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. I think we'll wrap up here, but look forward to a potential live stream that could surprise and shock and be all kinds of fun and important. But we'll see. I don't get to make all the decisions. Emotional IQ, yes. Attaboy Carlton. I'm sure alternative methods, as you seem to be aware of. I like it. But yes, the medical field itself does not cure anything. Chris and I will be in touch. Just woke up. We just got music and love for D Hippie Sound. Telling you, man, we might have a really good one coming here pretty soon. And just have some fun. You know what? Cheerio up. I agree. Let's cheerio up. Let's just have some good time. Get some heart fire going. And yes, eventually we'll get back to the game show. That will happen. Just be patient with that. But before that happens, we'll likely have some more lives and just have a little bit of fun. I appreciate you all being here on another Coffee Shop Talk. This was Booma on January 26, 2026. Having a little whoopee cushion and banana peel fun. Pranks. Silliness. Good times, hopefully. Let's get a little one of these. Everybody does like this jazz. I'll boost it up a little bit. Thank you all for being here on Coffee Shop Talk number 43 live. We had a little Naughty Ninja Coffee, some pranks, some viewer choice, great discussion. I love you all. God bless you. And until next time, I will catch you on the next one. Peace. I love you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.